Hey everybody, welcome back to the West Fourth and Long podcast. Eric Koch, as always, joined by Ryan Cook, Jason Bruckman, and Patrick Eichel. Patrick, wake up, Patrick.
Sorry. Fell asleep during the Super Bowl.
How could you fall asleep during that?
Is it over?
Honey of a game. That was terrible, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was lackluster.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a lot going on. I want to start right there. Super Bowl 60. Seahawks Patriots. I can't remember being more disinterested during a game than I was during that one. Am I wrong?
No.
Or did you guys
No.
have a similar thought while watching?
It was slow moving, but I mean, if you like defense,
I'm sorry, that felt like the Patriots were a team that didn't deserve to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was it more about the Patriots not doing their jobs, or the Seahawks were that good?
And then I was watching this morning, First Take, how they're always just dumb and wrong.
Yeah.
They're most likely to get back to the Super Bowl, and one of them said the Patriots. How do you watch that and say the Patriots over the Seahawks when the Seahawks defense was just everywhere?
Drake May looked bad.
Bad.
He looked rattled.
Yeah.
He looked unprepared. Josh McDaniel and the offensive coaching staff didn't pivot to anything else during the game. It was bad all around. And honestly, watching the game, I wasn't thinking like Legion of Boom 2.0. And I know they're really good, and I get it. I watched football this year. I saw how good they were in points. But I just thought the Patriots were bad.
I don't think the Legion of Boom was their back end. It was their secondary. That was the Legion of Boom. Their front seven dominated. So you do have to come up with a slightly different name, because I think they were kind of
it's the dark side.
The dark side, but I think it was
super fan.
two
Hey,
different
congratulations,
types.
by the way.
Thank you.
Finally,
Kobe
Finally.
Bryant. You
It's been a
see,
while.
Bearcat
that's what
got
the
a Super Bowl
Bengals
ring.
will say.
They had to wait like 11 years, those poor guys.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, jeez.
Now you got two.
The Bengals have only had to
Birds,
wait
go.
for.
How's your hand?
Ever.
It's pretty heavy with those
Yeah,
two rings
It
on.
is. I know. We won.
You did it. You did it.
We did it. Finally.
Good for you.
Yes.
Well, I hope the Bengals front office was watching again, because two Super Bowls in a row were determined by a dominating defense.
Okay, revisionist history. Should they not have paid T and Jamar?
Yes, they should have.
I mean, that's their strength. So go with your strength, but know that you got to have the defense.
You got to have a defense.
A defense.
I don't think you have to have what Seattle has.
No.
Because the Bengals offense is better than
Because
Seattle's.
Right, absolutely.
Put Jamar and T and Gesicki or whatever tight end you want to throw out there, plus Chase Brown against that defense. I don't think they're as aggressive. I don't think they get it as much pressure.
Ball's out quick with Joe typically, or it should be.
Yeah, and he's a better quarterback than Drake May. I mean, he just is.
This is a perfect example, and I know I'm not going to pick on Drake May. He kind of picked on himself and put himself in that light on Sunday, but he's fine. He's going to be good, right?
Yeah.
But this is why just getting to a Super Bowl or winning a Super Bowl doesn't mean if we're ranking quarterbacks, you have to put them higher because of that. That's just one factor among a myriad of factors. Like, don't tell me that Drake May went to a Super Bowl, so he's better than Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Let's put him in this quarterback tier because he's went now. It doesn't matter as much as people want to say it does.
No.
Same for MVPs. He was one vote away from MVP.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
And
I didn't
the
know
whole
that.
playoffs, did he really play like one?
No.
The entire playoffs, did he play like one? No.
They had the benefit of not facing Bo Nix, right? He was out, or Lamar, or Josh, or Joe, or Patrick. All those guys are out.
And yet you think they're going to go back to the Super Bowl next year with those quarterbacks you just named.
Well, I don't.
It's a coin flip in the AFC, I'll be perfectly honest. It's who stays the healthiest, and
It's a coin flip on both sides. And as good and as well set up as the Seahawks are, who's to say that the Lions don't get it together?
Yeah.
Or what about the Rams, who are not that far off if they get
Eagles.
a defense, the Eagles?
I mean, America's team.
Yeah. If we're doing that thing, and
Yeah, right. Sorry, they're not going.
they could. They really could.
Well, it's already been determined by the logo that was revealed. A lot of
colors.
orange and blues in there. So
Seahawks, Bengals?
Yeah, or somebody said Lions, Bengals.
I saw
So
Vikings, Bengals.
Vikings.
Are they getting Sam Darnold back? I mean, you have got to. If you're a Vikings, I'm glad I'm not a Vikings fan. I would be.
Yeah. Well, they haven't been to a Super Bowl in a while either.
No, and you give away a guy who goes 14-3 for you, and then he goes to Seattle and says, "Okay, I'll take this team to the Super Bowl."
Yeah. And he didn't play lights out. Good for him. He said he
didn't need to.
No, he didn't. He didn't because his team was a lot better than the
I
other
think they
team.
were very conservative because the lead was never in jeopardy.
The left side of New
Tremendous
England's
running
line
game.
was terrible.
Yeah.
You know, like Joe Joe Burrow doesn't have the sack record anymore. How about that?
Can't even keep a record.
Give it up.
Round of applause for that.
Good for them. Yeah, so he's off the schneid a little bit. It just was not all of it. I mean, first of all, and this is a weird take, I'm going to hit you with it anyway. I don't like West Coast Super Bowls because I don't like that it's light out. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
You know, you watch like the Green Day concert before and like they're in direct sunlight and it looks like they're, what?
Nothing.
That was a
No,
weird
nothing.
face.
Yeah, no. You watched the Green Day concert
It was
before the
on
game?
We
right
turned it
before
on.
the the pregame.
Oh, okay.
Were you
so
over his house?
No.
Oh, okay. You
I
were just
happened-
agreeing, like, yeah, we turned it on.
I turned it on and it was
the
6
same
o'clock and I'm thinking this is probably when they're doing the intros and all and the national anthem and all that. I'm like, who's doing that? And I saw Green Day doing some weird concert in the corner. That's the thing. All of it was just awkward.
Yeah.
All of it was awkward. And I'm not going to go Bad Bunny, no Bad Bunny, but I will say this. I thought the production value of the halftime show was awesome.
Yes.
But couldn't you put up subtitles? It's probably hard for him to change his whole catalog into English
Yeah,
and have
not-
it fit. You don't have to do that.
not
Just-
asking.
Just put
Let me be the
subtitles.
judge if I like what he's saying.
Right, well, true.
That was the big whole gripe is like a lot of people were saying like what he's saying in his songs is inappropriate and stuff. Well, but put the subtitles up there and let you be the judge.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. It's like the spectacle of it,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm
hate
kind of
it.
with
It
you.
was-
I didn't enjoy the music, so to speak, but the theatrical part of it, I guess you could say, it was good.
We talked about this before. Like we all agreed, which I'm still shocked at, that Katy Perry's Super Bowl halftime show was like universally loved, and none of us, I don't think, like her music.
Yeah.
But it's just the production value, and it was upbeat, and it was just fun to watch. This could have been a really fun watch for everyone, except for those who just decided they weren't going to have a good time. Which is a lot of what America does nowadays. Is you know, regardless of where you are, like I'm not going to enjoy this. Then why are you watching? But it could have been better if they just had subtitles so we can understand. I only took 2 years of high school Spanish. I'm not very good, very fluent.
I feel like I've taken enough Spanish to like get the gist, or pick out some words and things, or like find. I didn't hear like any hook in his music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He mixed way too many songs. He didn't like sing enough of one song to really get into.
That's probably it.
How
Like-
do you have Ricky Martin on there and not allow him to
La
sing?
Vida Loca?
La Vida Loca? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's.
I don't know. Actually, why
He
not?
looked fake.
Huh?
He looked fake. Like he looked like what's that wax museum? He looked like he belonged in there.
Yeah, the whole point of Madame Tussauds is it looks like real people. You
Yeah,
can't
but
see
he
that.
looked like
He looks like a bad wax figure.
I'm like, I didn't know who it was. I'm looking at him like he looks familiar, but he like looks shiny.
Is that a
Part was-
compliment?
Ricky
no.
Martin
No.
in there.
He's from Puerto
Missed
Rico,
that.
as is Bad
Ricky
Bunny.
Martin is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now is Lady Gaga?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No.
They just needed somebody in there. That was like our 15 seconds of English.
Gotcha.
That was a real wedding. Did you see that? The little
was
wedding?
it?
Ended up
Yeah.
being a real wedding.
It's a real wedding.
Was it the same couple that got engaged at the beginning of the set and then they got married in the middle of it? There was a proposal in there at one point.
They asked Bad Bunny to come to their wedding.
Oh.
He said no, and
But
then
you can
like
come
a
to
little
the
bit
Super
later
Bowl.
they said, "Why don't you come to the Super Bowl? Get
Oh.
married."
That's cool. All right.
Well, that
Hey,
actually happened.
Well, you know what didn't happen? I don't think Bad Bunny gave his Grammy to that little kid.
Yeah,
You think that was
probably
fake?
not.
I think that was fake.
You think it's from one of those catalogs we can order one out of?
What, you think it was a fake Grammy?
Yeah.
Could have been. Yeah, I didn't trust the child actor that he handed the Grammy to.
Yeah, it was just one of the fake ones. The one that they hand the performers isn't the actual one they keep. Did
Oh,
you
I
ever
heard
hear
that
that?
somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a prop.
It was like it's like a prop, and then they gave you the real one later once they engrave it or whatever. Like that was a thing when Hillary Clinton won her Grammy for her story that she read.
But
She like kept the you never heard that?
No, I knew Kobe won an Oscar. I didn't know
No,
that.
no, no. Yeah, she won a Grammy for her reading of "It Takes a Village," back in the day.
You can win a Grammy for reading?
Yeah, yeah. There's all sorts of Grammy. Yeah, they don't
there's
cover it all.
Grammys that they don't
There
even
are
show
so
on
many.
them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Did you back to the subtitles? Like, if you watch any Olympics and you like hear the loudspeaker, they say it in like 4 different languages. Like, if we're gonna be that universal, like, do you think the people that speak French overseas know what the Spaniard's saying or anything? No, like you don't know.
No, but even in the stadium, I think they probably should have put subtitles up on the scoreboard or something.
Yeah,
so
no,
that
they were.
understand.
It was all in Spanish
Yeah.
on the scoreboard.
They can hear. Well, yeah. I guess if you can't hear, then you can read the Spanish. I don't know how you do it. I actually thought it could have been really good if they just did that part right, but they didn't. And that's kind of the whole theme of the Super Bowl. It was during the day still. Sorry, it didn't get dark.
Yeah,
till
it was
later.
weird
Can't control
having
when
that
the sun goes up and goes down. but
Halftime during the
It
day.
just was weird. I remember the one they had 10 years ago in the same stadium that was Bruno Mars, Coldplay, Beyonce. A lot of people like those super mashup. Let's just throw celebrities at you left and right. But
I don't think you could do that with a lot. I think you could do that with like country.
yeah,
I think you could just throw a bunch of country artists out there, and I think that would work. But you can't throw a bunch of different like pop stars and rappers and stuff like that out there.
country
had,
would be unique. But how do you do it?
Well, they
Still
haven't done
make
a
it show.
country
They
Ever?
had
in what,
like
Garth Brooks? Didn't-
20 plus years.
Yeah.
Aerosmith, and didn't they have like NSYNC? And
That's what I'm
Britney
talking about. Oh, I
Spears,
hated
and they
it.
had like
Yeah, it was Walk This Way. They were all singing Walk This Way. It was Aerosmith. It was Run DMC. Then it was
Nelly?
Britney.
Was Nelly in it?
Yeah, and he's the only one that didn't sing Walk This Way. He's doing I'm a Sucker for Cornrows and Manicure Toes over the beat of Walk This Way, and it was terrible. So you don't need that. But yeah, I don't know how you do country and still make it like a fun production.
Well, you could just do like have the artists agree to like the top songs of country from all time and just have them sing them.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
They need to get more creative.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. But that was creative. just not
I'd
that
like to know, like, it looked fine on TV, but like if you saw the aerial view of it, I bet you if you were sitting in the stadium, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
That's what I heard, like, yeah,
probably
it-
hard
it's
Like
to-
that
always-
was designed for TV, not the
Yes.
people sitting in the stands. Where most of them, like Katy Perry's, it was designed for TV and
people there.
Like this one felt, I don't know.
I think the get-in price for this Super Bowl was less than the college football playoff championship game.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? In fact, the day of the game, somebody put up seats for $50. I mean, they sold it away.
way.
Somebody got in for $50. I
There
saw
were
that
lower
too.
bowls too.
Well, if the 49ers were in it, that would have driven it up.
So let me ask you this:
There's just not a lot of buzz around this one. Yeah.
favorite commercial?
Oh, Ryan, do you want to go first?
I thought the one with Ben Stiller was kind of funny, where he fell on set.
That was good.
He just like crashed
I
on
like
set.
one.
That
Yeah.
caught me off guard a little bit. But, yeah, that
I'm
one-
going the Duncan one just because it was random. It's what Super Bowl commercials used to be. Not good. Just
Yeah.
kind of, oh wow, look at that! Look at
Yeah.
all those guys that are famous.
But that's
I
kind of
remember
like your
those.
halftime show where you just throw a bunch of celebrities in there and see if. Mine was
Yeah,
the,
well,
mine
it was
Manscaped.
overdone, and that's
Which
what
one?
made it entertaining.
Mine was the
Manscaped?
Manscaped. Like it was just so creepy and like cringy. It was awesome. All the little balls of hair talking.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
I was at my parents' house, and that one came on before the game, and my son was there watching, giggling. It was an uncomfortable, like, three-generation moment.
Yeah, that's what a commercial should be.
Shared a moment
That's,
together.
that's what the
Yeah.
commercial should be. I love.
That one I
I
missed.
thought it was
I
hilarious.
forgot about that one. That was good.
That was. It wasn't like a good commercial, but it was just like, oh, that's kind of, that's gross but funny.
You used to remember a lot more 4 days later or 3 days later
Yes.
than now. I don't even remember most of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Is
having
that just
trouble.
because we're old?
How about the
No,
creepy,
no, nothing to do
the
with
creepy
that.
ring one?
The creepy ring one. Oh, yeah, where like they're going to use
Find
our
your
ring
dog?
doorbells against
No,
us.
they already do.
I know that, but don't come out and be so obvious about it.
Well, they weren't trying to be.
We're going to use the ring doorbell to find your dog. Yeah.
Not
What-
cats.
Yeah. What else are you going to use it for? No, nothing. We're gonna
Nothing at all.
It's like in The Dark Knight when Batman uses everybody's cell phone as a sonar device, but he's going to blow up the machine at the end.
Yep.
I don't trust.
No,
him.
Lucius Fox, he gave the responsibility
Yeah,
to
he
Lucius Fox, and he did it. Yeah.
Give the
did.
code to him.
Yeah, but I don't trust us to do the same. Yeah, that is creepy.
Well, we'll see.
It wasn't good.
What about the kicker?
Who won the MVP?
Kenneth Walker.
Walker.
Oh, okay.
Well, the kicker, he should have won the MVP. kick
Yeah.
5 field goals in a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That's going to be his like Al Bundy moment the rest of his life. Well, let me tell you about the time I made 5 field
And
goals.
you want to
in
explain what that means?
Super Bowl.
Al Bundy moment?
Well, I mean, I think most of the people out there have seen Married with Children, where you know, different times, different episodes, he brags about, you know, during his days at Polk High School, he scored 4 touchdowns in a game. You guys have a moment like that?
No, I was
No.
very, very non-ethical.
I mean, there's got to be something. I mean, dodgeball. Like, let me tell you about the time I sold underwear to Nick Jonas.
Okay. Well, wait. How do you?
That
did you
actually
just-
happened.
Yeah, didn't you tell us just now? I mean, what?
That was one of mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you sold underwear to Nick Jonas. You ever sell underwear to Nick Jonas or do anything else cool? I don't.
I haven't sold a jock strap to anybody in particular here, so
But you have sold jock straps to people here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just not anybody
Maybe
famous.
you don't know.
Sold a football helmet to Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Sold a Pujols jersey to
What's the name of that guy?
Jeff Jenkins.
That's just weird.
Huh.
You know, going back to that that Griffey thing, though, it is funny. We forget about some of these stories we have, and this was more recently. I mean, these kids are all grown up now, but when he ordered a helmet last from us, didn't we put it on an airplane, like a Delta airplane, and fly it to Orlando?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
had its own seat, I believe.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
I did
What,
it.
how,
It was
yeah, what
a-
was that? How did we do that again?
It was like we opened up at like 9. It was a Saturday, and he called and he needed a helmet for his son.
Later that day?
And we were like, yeah, you know, when do you need it? He goes, I need it today. We're like, this was before Amazon or any, you know, overnight shipping was, people didn't do it much, but like, yeah, he's like, yeah, just, they do it. And we're like, all right. And so we look it up, and somebody came and picked up the package like an hour later in a car or a van or something. He just came in, grabbed it, took it over to the airport. They put it on a plane to, I guess it was Orlando, and then somebody there picks it up off the plane and takes it to front porch. He had it like 4 hours later.
I don't get how that even works. Like you
I
have
don't
like
know.
a Delta employee straps the like, you know.
I have no idea. It was like, and sure enough, he had it in like 4 hours in Orlando. It was
so weird.
yes,
The same
yes.
person that looks after the kid that's flying by himself on the airplane.
True.
Except this time, well, it's not a kid this time, but
Well,
you
what
know,
happened
you
to
gotta
For
have-
the kid.
What happened to Kevin?
Sorry.
Where was that guy with Kevin? McAllister.
You mean in the second one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped his boarding pass. Well, I guess we'll just let him on.
Yeah. Make sure he finds his family.
Yeah. hold
There
on
he
to-
is. Oh, okay, go.
Yeah. Find an open seat. That's the best part of it. I think they had American Airlines always had assigned seating, didn't they?
Yeah,
Somebody
but the
ordered it.
tickets were lost. So I get that. Like they lost all the tickets, so they didn't know what seat he was supposed to be in.
Boredom.
Boredom.
But don't- you want to just spend the next 25 minutes poking holes in Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
No.
Good,
no.
because I don't want to.
Well,
Marvel-
talk
That's
about-
the wrong season. That
Yeah,
was,
you
that
wanna
was
talk
for
about
the
curling?
Christmas show.
I feel like we should talk about curling.
Well, I do want to say I think Patrick had high hopes that we'd all have like an Al Bundy moment. We don't.
Maybe
So
I
let's
put you on the spot. I mean, everybody's got
Tell you
one.
what, if I think of one, I'll come back. If we think of one collectively, we can come back to it. You want to talk some Olympics though, because
Yeah.
the Winter Olympics are in full swing. You
Love the
probably have
winter.
your medal count active right now. I have not watched really any of it. So,
Love the Winter
Jason,
Olympics.
you have the floor. Tell us about the Winter Olympics.
The U.S. is fourth in medals right now. They won a silver in the mixed doubles curling.
Man,
ruining
we
anything
had
for
such
somebody
high
else?
hopes for
Yeah,
that
this is,
team too.
I don't really care.
Oh,
Should
okay.
have watched it earlier.
Spoiler alert.
What if they work?
So,
We
do
watched
this.
tonight. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I'm
Watch
sure
the
they're on
highlights.
Twitter. It's been ruined already.
Okay.
I don't know. The U.S. put it to Canada today on the hockey rink for the women.
Yeah, yeah.
So, fun fact about that, the U.S. has played Canada in every single
Olympics?
women's hockey Olympic final except for one.
Who
Okay.
did they play in that one?
Canada played,
Oh, Finland,
no, Sweden.
Sweden. Okay.
I think it's Sweden.
Oh,
Who's
man.
the red one? Who's the red flag?
Yeah,
With the cross in it.
Yeah, that's Switzerland.
Switzerland.
So fun with flags.
Fun with flags. First medal in a long time in cross country skiing for men in the sprint, a silver.
All
I
right.
feel like every
on a
Winter
roll.
Olympics I turn on, there's new events I don't understand.
Like,
Yeah, I don't like the cross
which
country
one this
skiing.
year?
Well, I've seen two different. I mean, like I don't know what I'm watching when I see figure skating. And that's like I don't know
Yeah.
if it's team. but there's rhythmic or there's not, or
The ice dancing
Yeah,
versus...
like I watched them walking.
There's a lot of ice skating.
Last night, it's
there's
like,
too
oh, this
much.
is the American married couple. And they always make a big deal when it's a married couple. I'd want to make a bigger deal when it's not a married couple because that's just weird to me. How do you have that kind of chemistry? But they do. But then it's like this couple, the American couple, I guess, won the ice dancing last night. But now, what do you mean now? What else is there?
They do the same routine, except it's just for themselves instead of for the team.
I think this was team also. I don't know.
There's too much ice skating.
There's a lot of ice skating and a lot of downhill skiing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
that was my favorite one. Is a team event. It was downhill skiing, and like trekking.
Oh, what's like
I got no clue. I have no. Here,
Isn't
I have
that
to look it
like
up
they
real
climb
quick.
the mountain and then they go down it on their
You
skis.
have to go up the mountain first.
No, somebody does the
Like,
downhill.
they've all
so they
been
go
doing that
through-
anyway.
They go through all the gates, like the one that Lindsey Vaughn got hurt on. They go through that. They take that time, and then they add that time to I forget.
All right. Carry the one. My question is that, and you watch more of it. You all probably watch more of it. Is NBC doing a good enough job explaining what people are watching? Because I feel like when I turn it on, they almost expect you just to know what doubles, downhill, freestyle, alpine, elite skiing, what it's supposed to mean. And I don't know
You
what
don't know what a quad axle is?
Well,
I mean,
right.
what are
They
we
just
doing?
throw you into the event like, okay, well, welcome to this. This is day 2.
You
Here's where
haven't
we
watched
stand
this
so
in
far.
4 years,
Yeah.
but you should.
Here's where we are. Let's
you
go
know
right to
where-
the top of the mountain for this guy from Finland, and let's see what he does. Oh, yep. No, he caught a backsider there, or I don't know. I
A
just,
backsider.
yeah, I know.
Oh, like when you watch the snowboarding tricks and they're doing the different things, like how do you know? Is it
Yeah.
is
And then
three
they-
flips good, or is that?
And
is
then
that
they
like
grade, or
average?
they judge it, and then we're also like,
Okay,
oh, well, this is only a 46.3. Like, what are we doing?
That's what it was. It was downhill skiing with ski mountaineering, where you ski uphill.
Whoa!
How the hell are they doing that?
What?
Wow!
What?
Ski uphill.
Do they still do speed skating?
Oh
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
that
just
that
hasn't
one's
started
fun to
yet.
watch.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's been going on.
Yeah.
okay.
No,
we
I think
watched a little
everything's
bit
in
of that
action
yesterday.
except for men's hockey.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
Thursday.
I thought you were excited for the double luge.
Not as excited as you were.
bobsledding. I mean,
Yeah.
Weirdest-
Well, you have a story about bobsledding, right? You've been bobsledding.
Oh, I have.
that's
Hey,
a
that's
big deal.
that's an Al Bundy moment.
There you go.
There you
Okay.
go.
Did you win
So-
gold?
I didn't have to.
Oh.
Because it didn't count. But in Salt Lake City, they had the Olympics in 2002. But in 2000, we went out and skied. But we signed up, my dad and I, for you got to go in the bobsled down the Olympic bobsled track with the driver, with the licensed driver and brakeman. The driver is, if you've seen Cool Runnings, it wasn't John Candy, rest in peace. But the guy that John Candy was playing, it was him.
He was
So
the driver?
he was the
Wow.
coach of the 1988 Jamaican bobsled
So
team.
how old was he when he at this time?
I mean, he was
is-
probably 50s,
50s,
60s. I mean, this
okay.
was only, what, I guess 12 years after the event happened.
Yeah, okay.
10 or 8 years after the movie happened, so it wasn't that long
All right.
before.
Yeah, okay.
But, and I don't know, I think there's a picture in Cool Runnings where John Candy's looking at a picture of himself, like from a long time ago.
Yeah,
and you can
yeah,
see
yeah.
his reflection.
Yep.
And he like, oh, look me, I'm big, I'm
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
I think that was this dude. But anyway,
did
yeah,
did he look like John Candy? I mean,
not
was
at
he-
all.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I mean, like he was, portly, but like he was like stout. Let's just call it that.
Okay.
Like he was a very, he was shorter, just stout, muscular, but still had a belly.
Yeah.
But not John Candy. That
Okay.
casting might have just been a little bit of a stretch. But that was cool. Just going down in a bobsled. You didn't go. I mean, you weren't going what they were going, but you were going. You were moving.
You can still do that, by the way.
What, do the
You
bobsled?
can
thing?
do the bobsled. Yeah. And you can actually do skeleton in New York.
Ooh, no.
That's
really?
the head
go.
first. That's the head
Ew,
first.
They let people do that?
Yeah.
You only go. What'd you say? They go like 30
30
miles
to
an hour.
35 miles an hour or something like
Yeah,
that.
so you're not. They don't start.
You're not
you at
going
the
80.
Tippy top of the hill.
Well, they probably just have like dummy blades on there.
So we went down most of the hill, but I don't think we went all the way to the finish. I think that's what it was, because by then you would have picked up the speed where it would have been like a real big
You
liability.
probably did.
I don't know.
They have brakes on the thing. So
I
they
have
can
my
slow you
time
down.
written
Well,
down.
if you're actually watching the competition, you'll see like they'll be coming down like a straight part of it, like toward the top of the hill, and you'll see like an offshoot off to the side. So like there, in other words, there's different starting points where you can start on the hill. So I mean,
Well-
if you're learning, if
Those
you're
are for
trying to,
different events.
You know how like
Yeah.
you go to Daytona and you can go around the track and you're not going that fast.
you're not going that fast.
Comparatively
But
speaking to,
Yeah.
I will say I think in this particular thing you went faster to the actual Olympic speed than like what you do in a car at Daytona, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was still
Okay.
really cool.
I don't know, what's a Daytona car go, 155? Isn't that what a NASCAR goes?
they'll top out at about 200, I think, on the straightaways.
Well,
average.
It's cool they let you do that.
185 around the
yeah,
track.
it's cool that like once these, maybe the Winter Olympics, my complaint with the Olympics as a whole is all these cities, they bid so much money, you invest so much money, and then once it's over, it's like all these places just kind of rot. Like if you look at some of, like Atlanta did great in the '96 Olympics, but there are some venues that are literally overrun with like weeds.
Well,
and
we
rough
brought this
stuff
up.
and-
It should be like the college football playoffs where like maybe just 4 venues hosted in a rotation.
I like that because I had the idea of just one winter, one summer, which I do get that limits you, and that would probably kill a lot of the spirit of the games. Yeah, to do a rotation because I don't think you need to like every city or these countries bankrupt themselves.
Yeah, just do a USA, do a European one, do like a Japan or China, and then something that can self-sustain itself.
Okay, so I hit Patrick with this trivia question earlier. Remember, it used to be the winter and summer in the same year.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you when the last time it was 1992. So they had the Winter and Summer Olympics in the same year every year before that, every 4 years. And then that was the last year they had a Summer Olympics, which was Barcelona. And then the Winter Olympics before that, Albertville, France. Like, I want to do a check on Albertville, France, and the venues there, and how they're being used, and how that money was spent.
And the thing about like the Winter Olympics, it's always like these small towns almost. It's like ski resorts.
Well, even this one,
You know-
right? It's scattered throughout Italy.
Right,
It's not
yeah,
just
yeah.
one location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so-
I do like the format though, where it's summer, 2 years, winter. That way you're not waiting 4 years for another big event.
Yeah.
That You're only waiting 2
Yeah,
years.
they
for,
definitely did it.
So
right.
the next Summer Olympics is is that the one in LA?
It's in LA.
Which
2
is that the one?
years.
No.
Wait a minute,
28.
24,
In 2
28,
years.
Yeah,
Isn't
2
that-
years.
yeah, 2 years.
2028.
Yeah.
That's in LA. Was that the one that Cincinnati put a bid in for?
I think
Or
so.
the one- Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know they did for like 2012. Did they do
Oh,
one
maybe it was
again
2012.
for?
Maybe it was 2012.
I don't
Okay.
know, but can you imagine? I
Golly, I would love
can't-
that.
Yeah, but there's no way. It's just impossible.
Well, I mean, Cincinnati can be like the host city, but there'd be plenty of things.
Lexington.
Yeah, there'd be plenty of
Columbus,
cities around that would have other.
Yeah.
The
all with-
2028 Olympics, Midwest.
But no, I like
Yeah.
that fact you could host it here, and you could be within an hour and a half of
A
a
lot of
venues.
facilities. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We got river access for a lot of those things.
Oh, could you imagine like the
Little Miami River hosting like some
not
sort of-
even not just the Ohio River hosting like
Oh, the rowing.
a rowing or something
The,
or kayaking.
Ew.
the triathlon, swimming through the river.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The triathlon could be pretty cool though if you're like running over a bridge and
The hills.
Yeah.
So America doesn't do as well in the winter as the Summer Olympics, right?
I think they
Right.
do Americans.
Yeah, Americans. Medal count, like at the end
We
of
don't
The
the
medal count, no,
dominate.
they'll be up there.
Well, they?
Yeah, they'll be up there.
Won't win it, but
They won't win it. It's usually like a Norway
4 or 5. Yeah.
something like that, but they'll be up there.
So I should watch.
You should.
Yeah.
Nick Gepper's coming up soon
Oh, yeah, local
Ooh,
boy.
yeah.
from
Perfect North.
Perfect North,
Perfect North Indiana.
Perfect North Indiana.
We brought up King
southern
Griffey Jr., not
corner.
to change topics, but I'm gonna,
Oh.
earlier,
Yeah.
in that fun story about the football helmet. It's been 26 years to the day that the Reds officially announced the signing of Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh.
February 10th, 2000.
No kidding.
Jim Bowden, I remember the press conference still, where he said, this day where the Reds got the Michael Jordan of baseball.
It was like
Yeah.
the happiest day of my life up to that point. Was
Yeah.
just Griffey coming to. Oh my gosh.
It was. Anybody of our generation or anywhere that close to our age.
I mean, think about that though. That was like he was the Michael Jordan of baseball at the time.
He
He,
was,
is
yeah.
coming to Cincinnati. That's like Jordan leaving and going to the Knicks or something. Not
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. And it's like, holy cow, we have a guy.
Well, yeah, because and we've talked about this before with baseball, with Major League Baseball. That was the era of big names.
It was
And he was the biggest of the big
loyal
name era.
big names.
Yeah, and it's, I know if we were being honest with ourselves, I don't know if you guys agree, steroids or not, Barry Bonds was probably the best player to play during that era. Okay. I'm already getting maybe a potential side eye.
Yeah,
but Griffey was the most popular, and at that time the best. He was.
It was the pure swing. It was the shoes. It was the swag. It was the backwards hat. It was the chain.
You know,
He did it everywhere. Out in the
Everything.
field.
Five-tool player, but like a five-tool superstar,
Him
meaning
running
like
across the
everything.
wall.
Yeah, everything that went with having Griffey, and we were a small market then, we are now, but just for him to like look around and say, I'm leaving Seattle, Atlanta, they're really good, close to where I want to live. Cincinnati.
He would never
Wait,
go to
what?
the Yankees. That's right.
Yeah, Yankees he would never do because they wouldn't let him play when he was a kid. But and then he picked the Reds, and like it was rumored for 2 months. You remember that? And then it like finally actually happened, and like I don't think any of us could believe it. You know?
It's almost like Ohtani coming here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
true.
I think bigger is. And
Yeah, it was.
because of just again the era of baseball. Baseball was.
Well,
was
guys didn't
super-
leave teams.
No. Well, I mean, McGuire did ironically during that
But,
same
you
era,
know,
but-
they really didn't
No.
move teams like they do now.
No, I mean Bonds did. Pittsburgh did. Okay, I'm not going to put a bunch of hole in your theory. You're right, but it was getting the Michael Jordan of baseball. And he was here, and it was coming off a year when the Reds when they won 96 games and came within a wild card playoff of the playoffs.
Yep.
So everything was like building, and there was so much excitement. And then, of course, his career here.
Never lived up.
Okay, so that's what I want to bring up. It's been 26 years since he signed here, and there were some good moments. There were some good seasons. That first year, he went. I remember 271 batting average, 40 home runs, 120 RBIs. He was good. He was junior.
Yep.
And then the legs started giving out because, and I think it was all those years on the turf at the Kingdome.
Yep.
Your Kingdome, Seattle boy. But looking back now, and I don't have all the numbers in front of me. I don't know if, Patrick, did you look into this at all? I know we talked about this earlier, but any of the career numbers that King Griffey Jr. had as a Red, was it a success? Was it a good trade? And now let's put it that way, a good trade, because if you remember, they gave up Mike Cameron and
He
Brett
gave up a
Tomko
lot. Yeah.
to get King Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
I'd do it 100 times out of 100. Every single time I would do it.
Yeah, I would as well. That's where I'm at with it. I think we look at it through this lens of, well, he didn't have his Mariners career in Cincinnati, which is what we all wanted. We wanted a championship. We wanted all the stuff that he did there.
But
I mean-
even so, like he wasn't that good. Like the year he was chasing 500, he wasn't like in the Griffey that everybody knew. But man, were the seats packed.
Yeah, well,
Everybody was in the seats.
I mean, and if you look at it, 40 home runs that first year. He only played 111 games, 70, 53, 83. That was the bummer. Ironically, at the end of his Reds career, he actually started to be healthier. 2005,
Yeah.
35 home runs, 27 home runs, 30 home runs, and this is when he's getting older, advanced age. So his bat speed was slowing down. He did good. And yeah, all the stuff that comes with having King Griffey Jr., you have a dude. And you know what? I always think of Albert Pujols when he left St. Louis. That's another greatest of all time. When he went to Anaheim, he didn't do anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That didn't turn out well.
But that's because you have two guys that were natural athletes that didn't juice to our knowledge and never were expected to. But they declined gracefully. You know, and we just got the decline maybe a little quicker than the Reds thought they would.
Pujols was pretty good in L.A.
He was for a little bit.
Okay, but
Right,
yeah.
and then he just tailed off, and everybody forgot about him. Similar to what happened with Griffey later in his career. But
He
if
went to
you,
the White Sox,
was he number 8? Was he 8?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
I think
weird.
you might be thinking of Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of both of them. It was weird.
I don't remember.
But yeah, then he went to Seattle where he should have ended it in all. But then you step back and you look at his career, and the first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever play. So it's not. I guess I look at it differently now, but it's fun to bring up because I think most people around here are like, man, that Griffey thing, that sucked. Didn't suck.
No, it didn't.
It didn't suck. You remember just the joy. You ever watch him just at a game when you were there watching him? Did you ever just watch him? I remember watching him in 2000, and I knew he hit a home run as soon as he swung, but I just watched him. I watched him hit it. I watched him drop his bat. I watched him slowly start to run towards walk and then run towards first. Just the whole experience.
I felt like
And I'm like, man, this is what we always wanted as kids, and we got it.
the late 90s into the 2000s, that's when like kids were mimicking like batting stances. You had like Griffey, you had Barry Bonds, you had Gary Sheffield, you had Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio,
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas.
You know, I remember,
iconic like batting stances, and like everybody did them.
2000, I remember going to another game, and I'm down the third base line at Synergy Riverfront. and they're wearing their 1975 throwbacks, which was even cooler. It was
yeah.
a day game, so we skipped school, and I got to see Griffey go oppo to left field, and then Frank Thomas pull one out to left field in the same game.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is just, I don't care how many games you win. That was the time of star power, and you got to see those guys in their prime. And we were lucky enough to see Griffey in, not his prime, but we got to see one of the greatest ever do it.
And I think these dumb it down because now you can see anybody do anything at any time. Like, you actually had to go to the game to see that.
Yeah, well, especially if you're
You
out
could
of
catch it
market.
on the news, but
Yeah, it was different. You're right. Yeah, it was a lot different. It was a lot cooler than, I'm sorry, it is now. That's an old man, yelling at a cloud take, but I'm going to stick by it. Baseball was cooler then.
It was.
And we got to enjoy a front seat.
So speaking of, like you said, the steroid era, do you think there should be a steroid section in the Hall of Fame? Like,
okay.
let them in and show people that visit, this is what you don't do.
Well, I don't.
You'd have to have like a picture next to the plaque of like their pimply backs or whatever.
Or just have it like instead of like it being lit up, it's like black light.
I don't know. That's tough just because you don't want kids taking that stuff.
No,
They're going to do it. It's like there's got to be some repercussions for
but not even that. I'm talking like
taking
gambling.
that stuff.
Like, there should be like a whole section of the Hall of Fame of people.
The Hall of Shame.
Kind of like the Hall of Shame, but the Hall of Fame is supposed to celebrate the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of the game, and it's a very big part of the game.
The
I agree.
dark side of the game.
Yeah,
the dark side of
that
baseball.
could be your section. The dark side of baseball. Put Ohtani with Pete Rose and
Well,
Joe Jackson.
he should be in there with Pete
He
Rose,
should.
but they swept that under the rug.
Yeah, they swept. Oh, we can't have our superstar.
Early superstar.
I don't know where $500,000 went, really.
So, yeah, I think they should have presence in the Hall of Fame. I do. And I would put Bonds in there. I put Clemens in there because they were, okay, I'm sorry. I know they did what they did, but they were still some of the best to ever do it. And their stories are some of the most important, popular stories that ever happened in Major League Baseball. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you do it just a notation on the plaque or what, but you got to get something.
I kind of like the dark side of baseball.
The dark side of baseball?
Yeah, that's kind of fun, and just include those people. Hey, you're never getting in the hall, but you're in the
Different
hall.
room. Put them in a different room.
Different room. Put them in the basement. Whatever. Whatever you want to do. But I want to kind of revert back. I knew there was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot to talk about it. L.A., San Francisco, or San Jose, wherever. Where's that stadium?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara hosting the Super Bowl. I saw Sam Darnold paid more in taxes than what he made.
Wait, what do you mean?
He got hit with a player's tax,
For winning? Like his bonus? What do you mean?
So his Super Bowl winning bonus, he was taxed more than he eventually took home because it was in L.A.
That's like the Price is Right when you win a car and it costs more
It
to.
was in L.A. You mean
what
Or because it was in
Santa
California,
Clara?
whatever. Because it was in California, he got taxed more than he ended up taking home.
Really?
Which to me, like,
How
what
does
are
that
you
happen?
doing? He's bringing in all this money for you, the NFL, and you're going to tax him like that?
He ain't bringing that much money because that's why the get-in price was lower. I don't know what the ratings are. I don't think the ratings were one of the highest. Man, I could be wrong. I just don't think there's a lot of buzz for that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For
Did
a myriad
anybody
of
see?
reasons.
Before we went on, I saw on Twitter somebody posted a video that they replayed at their Super Bowl party, Super Bowl 49, and nobody noticed.
It's called the Jack Talk.
No,
Jock
yeah,
Talks.
it was on there. It was
Really?
like an hour and a half later, nobody said anything about it.
They thought Brady was still
They
playing?
thought, yeah, they
Oh,
thought
I saw that.
Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. Honestly, like I was watching that game, expecting Marshawn Lynch to come out off the bench at some point.
He was there. Didn't get
Oh, I'm
enough.
sure he was,
Didn't
but
get any
yeah,
run.
I don't know. Maybe that's just how infrequently I watch the Seahawks. It's like
Most
you
of us.
just that's
They're
who I
hit with a
thought I
jock
would
tax,
see.
is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Jock tax.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
sounds like-
I'm sorry, that's dirty.
Yeah, that is true.
How much do they actually get off of that, though? You know, it's
What do you mean?
it sounds like, oh, okay, we're going to tax the athletes that make a bunch of money, and then how much impact does it actually make? It sounds like you're getting a lot of money, tax revenue, but it's like a drop in the bucket.
Oh no, they're
compared to the
getting
rest of
tax
it.
revenue though, but who knows where it's going? And that's the sad part. But I'm not getting. We don't get into
Yeah,
that
this
kind of
isn't a
stuff.
political show.
Did
I
you
know,
see?
too.
Did you see Sam Darnold and Walker were riding the teacups at Disneyland? Again?
Yeah, that was awkward. Yeah, there was
They had a
a
best friend day at
Yes,
Disneyland.
They did,
Oh
yeah.
man.
and it's weird because everybody's got their phones out on the other teacups and like
They're
just
just,
taking
like,
video,
sitting there.
and they're just sitting
They're
across
not
from
even
each other,
doing that,
literally
like,
just like
You
this.
could turn that.
They're not really. They're kind of like maybe a half smile. They're not
Yeah.
talking.
No.
They planned that.
That was awkward. It was weird.
Yeah.
man.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
just gonna stare at each other.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, okay, we have to do this photo op. Let's just make it as weird and awkward as possible.
But at least they did Disneyland. I feel like some years they fly them like overnight on a red eye to Disney World. It's like,
Yes.
no, well, at least this one's in the same state.
I wouldn't even want to go there. Take me to Cedar Point.
No. I would go hang out with Mickey on a float. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that looks fun. That's like the only thing that
We
looks.
want in Seattle. Can they have like a Tom Brady like yacht party?
Well,
Or is it too cold up
that's
there?
why Tampa needs to win more Super Bowls so they can have more parades in the ocean. That's cool.
That was cool.
You know,
Well,
going
we
back
have
to
a
the
parade in the river when the Bengals win. That would be
That way,
cool. Let's
each
do
side
that.
of the river can celebrate.
Yeah.
that would actually be kind of cool. Riverboats.
Joking.
All right.
No, riverboats.
No,
Like,
the duck
bring back the
boats.
tall
We used
stacks
to-
Yeah, the
riverboat.
tall
Oh,
stacks.
yeah.
Yeah, do the tall stacks riverboat kind of thing.
Right down
And
the-
then Sawyer Point, you can have a bunch of people sitting there. You can have a
Yep.
bunch of people sitting in the Covington version over there. People on the bridge. You can shut the bridges
Covington
down.
version.
Yeah, all the people over in the Smale Park, like the green area.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Now all we need is a team to win something.
Oh, you know what
Next
you
year.
could do? You could do it. Oh man, this is just getting easier and easier.
Yeah.
And then you build like a temporary dock where they can all get off their riverboats and go up to Paul Brown or Paycor, and you could have like the big ceremony with the big TV screen, all the people on the stage up there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you could have
Not like a
people-
dock. in
You could have
Cleveland for their
people lining
pay-per-view.
up on the bridges and everything, you know,
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah.
ticker tape or whatever down. Yeah. That's
Well, and I would say, oh no, the environmentalists won't like you getting the river dirty, but the river's already dirty,
Yeah.
so who cares?
Go look at that
Yeah.
river.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I don't want to look at it, but that would be
it'd
fun.
be
to do.
biodegradable, like whatever stuff you could throw.
Tissue paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're jumping around a lot, but yeah, that logo we talked about, we saw they released for next year's.
Yep.
It's funny because I think the NFL kind of wised up to what we were doing. Even if they're not script writing, they aren't. I mean, maybe they are a little, but there's so many colors in these now, and everybody's like, well,
Yes.
and I saw
think
one
they're
picture like there's
hideous.
16
Yeah.
teams. You know, you,
Oh,
said that you
yeah.
think it's hideous?
Yeah, they're
the
hideous
new
now.
Super
the
Bowl
logos?
logos
all
are
the
terrible.
current logos are
they're,
dumb.
They're
Oh,
just
I like
not
the
good.
one for LA with the wave. You
No,
don't
they're
like that?
no. Go back to the old stuff.
Yeah.
What about the Bengals one
Vintage
from
ones.
'56?
That
No,
one I
give me
liked.
vintage.
That was a little more subtle, but now it's just like the colors are just so
You know what
much
I mean? Like
in
the
your
vintage
face.
World Series logos. Give me like something that has like some pizzazz to it.
With palm
These are
trees
just like
and all that stuff in it. They used to
LXI.
have,
Whoop de
like-
doo.
Well, it was like I think they wanted to sort of standardize it and make
Yeah.
it all silver, which they did for a few years.
That was terrible.
Yeah, and now they're like,
We gotta
they're
add
like,
something from the
okay,
city.
yeah, well, they bit by bit they're adding more and more colors.
I
which-
have one I almost wore on Sunday. I think we all have these. Remember the Super Bowl? What would that have been? 53. We got some gear through here, I guess. It was like a Nike sweatshirt. It's a graphite one. And
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
the Super Bowl, and it just has the
I've got a red one.
LIII.
Lee,
The dumbest logo they could have ever
got a
done.
red hoodie with that on there.
Yeah, at least they're doing better now. But everybody's trying to decipher who's it going to be based on the colors. Well, there's and now they're fading them. So it's like, well, there's Minnesota. Now I saw Jacksonville. You know.
right.
My question is, how were they able to make the logos with the teams back then, and now they're like, oh, we can't quick turn stuff that fast, so it's just going to be a generic Super Bowl logo.
No,
Fanatics.
they never did that with the teams. There was always just a
Did you say Fanatics?
Super Bowl
There it is.
logo.
Crack open.
There was always just a Super Bowl logo that didn't have anything to do with either team.
Yeah. Well, and do you remember the 9/11 year? They had, fun fact,
They
one they never used.
Right, yeah, yeah, I remember
The
that.
New Orleans themed one they never used because they went for the Stars and Stripes one that they did,
Yep.
which was probably a good call. Yeah. No, now they didn't release them, I don't think, a year in advance like they do now. And I knew, like Super Bowl Monday, oh, here's the official handing of the torch off to LA. And I knew they'd have the logo. And I hate to say it, I'm making fun of it, everybody trying to decipher, but I was
Like
curious.
those were the money years, right? Right
I'm
through.
like, yeah, I get it. I mean, there's one. Look up Super Bowl 33. That's one of my favorite ones. It's very Art Deco because it was in Miami, or I think 32 was the one that was in San Diego, and that was very nautical. Yeah,
Maybe they fired their whole art department except for one person. They're just like, just change the colors.
Yeah, the last one they had It was like Super Bowl, I don't know, 25 through Super Bowl 35. Were
Even
good.
24 looks cool. Or is that 29?
I mean, we have the advantage of looking at these now, but it's something anybody at home can Google. Yeah. Oh, how about the Super Bowl 28? It was the one that was in Atlanta, Cowboys, Bills. It's a peach. That was fun.
Which one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
or even the one
those are
before it had
fun.
roses in it, or Super Bowl 31. There was the Brett Favre Super Bowl, Desmond Howard. You know, you have the Mardi Gras theme.
Oh, yeah.
And then Super Bowl 45. And that was just the beginning of the stale.
The
which
XL?
just- yeah.
Just terrible. Like, why get rid of?
Oh, God,
those
I'm
are
embarrassed.
great.
You know what's funny, though? I'm looking at those, and you can look them up at home. 45, 46, 47. They all look the same, but I didn't realize they put the stadium that the game was played behind the Lombardi Trophy. I never knew that. I never looked that close at them.
Well, that's gone because
Yeah.
that was too much work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think well, I think what's ruining it is they have to put the Lombardi Trophy in it now. You see that? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, like you're saying don't put it in there because we know you're playing for it anyway.
yeah. We know what's going on.
Put it
Like,
in there if it fits with the logo you're doing.
Yeah.
Like there's one. I don't know which one that is. The
Which one you
Super
pointing at there?
Bowl third down.
We're
Yeah,
being
that
so
one.
selfish, not
Triple X.
sharing these pictures with others while we're talking about
But
it.
it has it in there, but it looks like it's part of the logo. Like these look weak, and it's like the rebranding nowadays of all these companies. They just go to Times New Roman and throw it out there.
Don't sound too old because now you're just sounding old. Like when I was a kid, I got to.
Well,
see
I think
all
it's got
colors.
something to do too with, you know, maybe if your team was in it, you know.
I think it's nostalgia.
Not really. I just think it's cool.
23, those are the one that's standing out to me, you know.
Yeah.
That's one that I have
Yeah.
fond memories of.
Yeah, but that one's
to
boring.
a point.
But like, there's some really good ones out there. Same with the World Series.
Olympics too. Olympics used to have like mascots. and
Mascots.
stuff.
Yeah, you could buy the little stuffed animals of the.
And if they
Sure, they
do
still have
now
mascots,
in
which are a
Milan,
little
maybe they do, but they don't
They don't.
advertise it.
No, and they. Well, who is the guy in Atlanta?
I don't
what's
know,
his
but I can
name?
picture him.
Izzy? Wasn't it Izzy?
The big old eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like a...
Can we say something about this guy?
Oh, Pat Patriot.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was.
He looks
he was-
like a Peter Griffin slash. Yeah, Pat Patriot is the Patriots mascot. Ryan wanted to bring it up.
I have never seen him before until just during the Super Bowl. He was in the background.
Really extremely chiseled jaw.
Almost looks like a bobblehead, and to an extent in the background. You brought that up.
Yeah.
There are Olympic mascots. Milo and Tina.
Okay. Show more
Why
Milo
do they
and
give
Tina.
them
Let me see.
real names? That's weird.
Well, it's
Oh
in
yeah, there they are.
Milo and Tina.
Milo and Tina. It looks like a.
Well,
Tina, come get some dinner.
What's that thing called? It's a.
I went over my head again, whatever you're talking about.
Oh, didn't go over the other two guys' heads.
It's a stoat.
Oh, you're doing
He's a
a.
stoat. They're stoats.
Oh,
stoat?
okay.
That.
They're in the weasel family.
Yeah, they look like meerkats, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah,
squirrels.
they're like really tiny. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are cool.
They've got like pound for pound, like they have I think they've got the strongest bite of any mammal.
I don't know.
Fun
Feel
fact.
free to fact check that one. I have no
Either
idea.
the stoat or the weasel. I mean, they're related, but
Regardless of Olympics or Super Bowl, lean into the fun aspect. That's what. we're
Yeah, like,
Lean
bring
into
back
the
the
fun.
fun. Like they're too boring now. They're too like corporate, so to speak. They're too.
maybe we're just old too. You know,
All of the
It's
above.
all-
Yes.
It's all. You know,
Well, I don't
perspective
know.
changes.
I don't want our kids growing up in like a boring, just generic
That's what you're worried
copy and paste world.
about. You're worried about Super Bowl logos with our kids and not everything
No,
else going on?
it's everything. It's everything's copy and paste now. Everybody's changing their logos to. You heard what I said.
I did. I was
Times
right
New
here.
Roman.
It goes back to the team names for the International Arena League. All the American ones were terrible, and the European ones are freaking sweet. We're like trying to get too far ahead of ourselves
That just
and
reminded
overthinking
me.
it.
Because now you're talking about arena football, and this is just such a dead period for sports, and it makes me sad. There was, I think Chad Ochocinco reposted somebody's post that said, like, this is a video of men coming back to their families after, like, 8 months with football, and it's like the scene from Gladiator where he's, like, putting his hand over the wheat field, and his wife and son are in the midst. It's like, it's Dad, he's returning from battle. We, like, all have to get back to normal lives and waste less time on
I
sports
don't know.
now.
You gonna watch any of the World Baseball Classic?
I'm not. You?
I will. I'm a baseball guy though, but I think it's cool that like you get to see some of these guys on playing with people that they normally wouldn't play with.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Well, is anybody into college basketball yet? I'm still trying.
No.
It's not-
I know you're trying.
I'm
I
into
wore
Winter
my, I
Olympics.
put on my
Huge
Xavier.
game,
just-
Miami, Carolina tonight on ESPN. I want to be excited, but I just can't get into it.
UC won a game.
How about
did.
that?
By
now
a
you
lot.
can
By a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
by a lot. You back on?
I mean,
Take
why
a sip
not?
of your ginger ale there.
What we
Ryan.
heard some
Why not?
insider information, right?
From about what?
Huh?
I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
How
about.
they could be sources.
Yeah, sources.
Could
How-
be shopping an AD.
It would make sense. Let's just.
It does make sense.
It does.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking, is
If they were, and we're not saying that we know they are.
right, but you're
they
not
should.
Gonna, people. There is people.
We
out,
agree with
there are
it.
people out there that are like, why not fire Wes Miller at this point? Well, it's maybe potentially because they're shopping for a new athletic director, and once they find said athletic director, he can get his own guy in, and then we'll see how Coach Sat does next year. And you could even have another, like, well, okay, well, we gave it a 1-year shot. Now I'm bringing in my own guy in football. Not that I'm trying to kick Sat out the door. at all,
Yeah, and
but-
that guy that Saturday, were you here Saturday? The guy that came in, he worked for UC, and he was like, the UC football fans have an unrealistic expectation of what football is for UC. And I agree with that. They caught lightning in a bottle pre-NIL with Sauce and Ritter and Jerome
Yeah.
Ford. You do not think Sauce would have chased money?
Right.
But I also think that, and I don't know how much money UC is capable of making through NIL.
Right.
But it's such a wild, wild west now that UC could do it again. There's no reason why. If there's
I just
big-
don't think there's enough money here is going to be the problem.
I mean, think about some of the places. Do you think there's, well, okay. I almost said Bloomington. I didn't know there's a billion Bloomington, like, Indiana.
It's not even that.
grads,
It's Mark
you
Cuban
know?
was like, here's money, go win.
Where was Cubes before?
I don't know.
I mean, what the hell were you? You were rich before. Why weren't you giving money to Indiana then?
Even Mr. Beast came out and said like, "Hey, I want to give $100 million to East Carolina to go win a national championship."
Love
like
it.
this
Let's
could
do it.
like
Love it.
I don't know. We need somebody to throw
Y'all
$50
got any
million
East
at
Carolina
UC
jerseys over
basketball
there?
and say go win a championship. But first,
Hey.
you're getting a different guy.
Here's a fun thing, fun exercise. Would you rather your favorite school,
Okay.
and you can name your favorite school if you want,
All right.
would you rather them win a college football playoff championship or a Final Four national championship?
A Final Four national
Like
championship.
a national championship in basketball or football. I like saying it as
Oh.
weirdly as I can. Ryan, UC, would you rather them win the CFP or?
I would say I'd say football, just because they haven't done it before.
Okay.
I would say UC basketball because their football's not. If they win another one in basketball, that
Okay.
I'd say I like to see Ohio State win the CFP. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was last year. Okay.
What happened this year, Patrick?
would you like to see Mount St. Joe win a national championship? in football?
That would be unbelievable.
North Dakota State just moved up.
They moved up.
Yeah, they're in the Mountain West for
yeah,
football.
Okay, well, the Mount St. Joe's got a ways to go.
I know,
to-
but
to-
they can work their way up there.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm sorry, but that would be really something if they could make a run.
You know, I'm a enjoy the journey guy. So
Yeah.
luckily,
Yeah.
the school I went to has had a couple fun journeys recently, right?
Yeah.
Football this year going to the championship, and 3 years ago they were in the Final Four. And I can kind of compare the two, and I can tell you unequivocally the championship game of football and that run through the playoff is more fun than going through March Madness. I don't know if I'm just a prisoner of, I think they're trying to make college football bigger. Like they're putting more behind it. You know, I think just like, they're trying to make it like bigger than it is. And I think if you ask the casuals, what's bigger? I think they'd say football over basketball.
Yep.
I think you should put a poll out there tomorrow for UC. Would you
Okay.
rather see
That's
UC
fun.
win a basketball championship or a national football championship?
But I want to say Ryan A because they haven't done it before. I think it'd be cool.
I think they've won in basketball. Now I do
seems
like
it carries more weight for whatever reason. Remember
Yeah.
Baylor? Not to you know what on Baylor. They won a national championship in basketball a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
Remember
But that doesn't mean anything to us. But we don't know what that means to Baylor.
No, for Baylor, good for you guys.
Well,
It
like
means
we
the
don't know
world.
what that means to their fans. I think for
Okay, let's put a poll out to Baylor fans. Would they rather win a football national championship?
No, I'm just saying. Like I think
It is Texas. I think
UC
they're like,
being a
yeah, the
basketball
basketball
school.
was nice, but damn it, football, get it together. That's what we really want to see.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. That'd be fun. We could do something with that.
Yeah, put a poll out
We're gonna put a
tomorrow.
poll out. You guys can let us know.
Okay.
College
Would you-
football
would you Bear-
championship or
yeah,
college basketball
Bearcat
championship.
fans, would you rather see the Bearcats win a?
And honestly, drop a comment as well. Is it just because you're a UC fan, or do you think any school? would rather have football over basketball. Let us know.
Well, I don't know. I
Well-
think it's school by school basis too.
Well, it could be. We're done with making picks for now. We might bring that back in some fashion, but I want to congratulate all of us for being smarter than my second grader. Congratulations, everybody.
yeah,
Good job.
thanks,
Good job.
yeah.
And congratulations to yours truly for winning the thing. Anyway.
Here's your prize.
Oh, thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, no problem. I know
All right, who's in a complaining mood?
Oh, yeah, I am.
You have the
Here we
floor.
go.
Hey, if you're gonna join Super Bowl squares or any sort of like, office gambling, pay up front. Pay up front.
This seems like a very
Hey, I
specific
paid
grievance.
mine up today.
Like, I usually never win anything, but I always pay because that's what you're supposed to do. Ryan doesn't usually win much, but he always pays. You rig everything and you always win, but you
Sure
always
as hell
pay. But like Patrick always pays. There's just people that don't pay, and it's like, why do I have to chase you down?
Because and by the way, this very specific thing he's bringing up is our work Super Bowl squares. And the two youngest people that work
don't
here
have cash.
haven't paid. Because, yes, that's right. Well,
But now Gary has
Well,
to
we
chase
know
down
you
people for the
get
Bengals
paid.
picks. It's like, ugh.
Nope, I paid Gary today too.
Okay, that's a whole separate thing. A lot of you don't know who Gary
It
is.
took me long
The
enough.
point is that Jason finally won, and he's not getting paid by everyone yet, and he's
Yeah,
peeved.
I'm upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
upset.
Like if you're gonna join something, you pay,
Okay.
or else you don't join.
All right. Okay.
That's solid.
Patrick, how you feeling
There's
today?
ATMs everywhere.
Well, I feel good that I paid off my debt, so so Jason doesn't have to hunt me down.
Or Gary.
Or Gary. Yeah, that's who I'd be really worried about, Gary.
Okay.
But, I had a grievance some weeks ago in which I lamented the fact that I don't sit on the benches in the locker room. Because I know somebody at some point sat on it without any pants on. And it's not a toilet seat. I'm sorry. I don't want to sit down with my, in my pants and,
Get your anus juice
transfer
in there.
anything like onto my couch when I get home.
Butt juice.
Butt juice, sure, we'll call it that. But there was a guy in the locker room not long ago that took it to the HNL, the whole nother level. All right. He's sitting there, naked on the bench,
Naked.
and which irritated me to start out with. But he's making a phone call to the pharmacy, checking on a prescription.
Well, was he describing his symptoms?
Did the rash spread?
Yes. So I got this thing going on down here. I don't know what you got for me.
I mean, it's a little red. I don't know. Yeah, a couple of spots.
but like what?
Hey, can I ask what gym you go to?
I go to the
No,
YMCA on Central Parkway.
Okay.
Don't throw people under the
No,
bus.
I'm just curious because I don't go to the gym anymore. But
No,
when I
I'm-
did,
When you did,
like I didn't see as many bare naked buttocks as you see.
well,
when you do.
I wouldn't say I see that many, but I'm just when I'm in the locker room, I've seen enough in a locker room that I know I don't want to sit on that bench.
So let's expand upon that. Like when you go
don't
to
think
a
we need
gym.
to.
No, when you go to a gym and like you're working out, there's sterile cloths, whatever, like
Yeah.
Clorox
the
cloths or
wipes.
like sprays sitting all around the gym, so you clean off the equipment.
Yeah.
Why isn't that in the gym?
Ooh, that's a
the
good
locker room.
question. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
have your individual
off your butt
benches,
juice.
yeah, and just wipe it off and leave.
So are
Would
you
be
just
okay with that?
Is it because it's sweaty?
I don't know. It's
Because toilets, otherwise, I'm bringing that up again. That analogy of a toilet seat. Like, what's the difference between the bench and and let's really dissect your.
We don't need to dissect it.
No, you got enough to dissect.
No, we're going now.
You got the fart machine.
No,
Ryan,
I
this would
already
be a
held it
perfect
up.
time
I
for
held
that.
it up there. 'Cause I said if only I had my remote right now.
Oh
There you go.
man,
Perfect.
I should have let you know that was going to be my grievance.
You got a grievance down there,
Perfect.
there,
But
Ryan?
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
just thought
keep
it was
it
weird how
short
the
and
guy was
simple.
not at all in a hurry to get dressed. And he was
think-
so much not in a hurry that he made a phone call.
My grievance is that you brought up bare butts in
Yep.
gyms twice now.
Yep.
That's my grievance.
Mine's
What's your
gonna be
grievance?
short
All right,
and simple.
I'm done. I guess nobody's on my
broken
side
I'm
again.
on your side.
Broken computers.
Broken computers. That's it.
Or
Computers breaking.
working at a place that just assumes because you might have known something about a computer once that now you are now an
You're the
IT guy.
yeah.
Which, ironically, is why Ryan is the show's IT guy and producer, because once upon a time when he was
We
probably
need to
20,
just give Ryan
he's
a
like,
hand.
I know this about Excel. And now you know everything about computers based on
Yes.
everyone who works here.
Anyways.
I want to thank you for your IT help. by
Thank
the way.
you, Mr. Nick
Can we-
Burns.
I want to say
the
one thing
company's
about
computer guy.
the Olympics. There is like I don't know, I'm not a big figure skater or whatever, but the
lot of
one guy figure skater from America who's really good. He's got a good nickname.
What is it?
His nickname's the Quad God.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good nickname. Like I can appreciate that.
It
I
took
like
me a
good-
while when I first heard that, like, quad. What? Like he's got big quads?
Yeah, he just does.
Yeah, he does. But if I figured it out
things.
again,
But-
they assume too much.
Yeah, we
They-
don't know what you're talking
we-
about,
yeah.
NBC.
No, but you can go.
No.
Your imagination can go. You can have giant quads, or you can spin, or
Or I maybe like rode an ATV
Help
on
us
the
out.
ice or something.
Help us out.
Just spell it out. Look, yeah,
Like-
you know what? Like wrestling. You watch the WWE, and in 5 minutes, you know exactly what's been going on.
Just a quick
Because-
little thing with animation, like this is called this event. Here's how it works.
Well,
you go
and-
down and you do this. If you go down faster than the other guy, you get a gold medal. I mean, it sounds simple, but just
the
help
problem
me out.
is the announcers played that sport, so
Yeah.
they're not worried about what we know. They already know, so they're not like, oh, these guys don't know what the heck's going
Yeah,
on.
Johnny Weir, I hate to tell you, bro, don't know what you're talking about.
No, like the only one I get is hockey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
puck go in there.
Yeah, like I'm watching luge, and oh, he's off his line, he's too high. Oh no, I'm like, okay.
It is fun. Olympics are cool. It is. It's something you can leave on. You don't know a lot about. It's just good in the background. You can kind of care when you want to care. The Olympics are good.
You know who to root for too. You know, it's simple.
usually, yeah.
It's like the World Cup. You know the countries. You know, it's like you don't need to worry about who's changing teams.
It's a
and
cool
this, that,
jersey
and-
behind you, Patrick.
Yeah, isn't
USA
that cool?
Hockey one. He's got a hockey jersey behind him.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Found a little gem in the basement.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll go home tonight and I'll watch the Olympics that we just ruined for others by telling you.
Okay, let me ask you this: what's more fun, watching a game knowing the results? Like if they're gonna win, like
Okay.
you
well,
sit down,
like
like
the Globetrotters?
Miami wins the national championship, and would you rather watch it live and then
Live,
lose,
live, 100%.
or rewatch it while they're winning?
I think that's
that-
wow.
golly.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
That's too much to think about.
I'm gonna take the week and
Okay.
think about what the hell you're trying to prove with that
I don't
question.
know. I'd rather watch my team win on a replay versus watch them lose live.
Or watch it live. Just live.
That reminds me of
Possibly
when
win live.
Carson Palmer blew out his knee.
Yeah, that's in.
I wasn't able to watch it live, and then
You watched it on a replay?
I watched it on a replay, and I watched the whole thing too.
Oh God.
But that Joe Burrow sack is like laser engraved in my brain, and if I wouldn't have watched it live, I wouldn't be lasered in there.
You mean the one at the end?
Yeah.
When they lost it.
And that's all the time we have for this week, because we're talking about a Super Bowl that I'm tired of talking about.
Super Bowl's over.
Super Bowl's
Football's
over.
over.
Football's over. We got to find a new outlet for our lives. I hope for many of you it can be the Olympics.
Or
if
World
not,
Baseball Classic.
Read a
if
book.
not, or read a book, or come back here next week and we'll try to scrounge for something else to talk about that's fun.
Class
It's fun as
something
fuck.
up. Maybe we'll have a book club here. What do you think?
I'm out.
And I think we're all out. Enjoy the Olympic Games in basketball or whatever you do to distract yourselves from the worries of the world. And we'll see you here next week. Thanks for tuning in.